Yuba-Sutter.live's local government live streams are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage in Plumas Lake, where lifelong local residents are helping other residents keep things safe, providing indoor storage units, outdoor RV and vehicle parking, moving supplies, and Penske truck rentals. Details at plumaslakeselfstorage.com.
Skip's Marysville Music Cafe, with lessons, in person and personalized. Instruments including guitars and amps, horns, strings for instruments, and a myriad of music and sound equipment. Skip's Marysville Music Cafe.
Community, by the spirit of justice and by the spirit of love. We pray all of this in your holy and precious name. Amen.
And if we can get a moment of silence for our good friend Eric Pomeroy, who passed away last Saturday. Thank you. If we can get Supervisor McKelly to lead us in the pledge. Thank you. All right, we're going to move into presentations. You can come on down. Each year, Trindell, our insurance and workers' compensation provider, asks the county loss prevention specialist and HR to nominate a department and an individual for a safety recognition award. If Jared Roger and Mitch Gomes can please come on up. This year, our county petitioned Trindell to recognize not one, but 3 individuals from the Developmental Services Roads Division. Those individuals are Jared Rogers, Mitch Gomes, and Jeff Griffin, who could not attend today. They all assumed the Department Safety Representative's role together and have not missed a beat. Since a road superintendent left 2 years ago, HR has gotten to work more closely with these 3 individuals. They have seen them step up and work to keep both OSHA compliance and safety at the forefront of their work. They're always on top of their required 2 times monthly safety meet training, safety inspections, and more. They are also constantly reaching out for guidance or informing HR of issues or incidents. And this kind of communication is critical. The loss prevention specialist in HR said, "We especially want to recognize them for taking the initiative and bringing in outside training from a variety of resources such as CHP and Trindell to make their safety program more engaging. We appreciate their work with their crews and their dedication not only to the compliance side of safety, but they all seem to care about their employees' safety and well-being. Congratulations, keep up the excellent work, and thank you for helping keep our community safe." and your staff safe. Thank you very much. Outstanding. Those are very important awards right there. Safety. Number one, safety, safety. Thank you, fellas, and thank you for the department because it's a team effort. Next, if Leah Northrup, Branch Manager of Public Health, can come on up. Hi, Leah. How are you? For the department recognition this year, our county chose the Public Health Department. This branch has had to take on significant burden with COVID-19 over the past 2.5 years. During this time, the focus on public health initiatives has grown and the visibility in the community. Public health is recognized because of its direction and community to safety. Internally, they have a safety committee made up of representatives from each group within the public health, nurses, WIC, Better Way, Outreach, and Education, and administrative clerical. The loss prevention specialist in HR said, "I love to see how meaningful and engaging these meetings are. The collaboration and information sharing that goes on is inspiring. They all seem to truly care about their employees and clients and learning new ways to promote and educate employees on safety. Congratulations. Thank you for caring, for committing to keep our community and our employees safe and healthy." Thank you. Thank you to our public health. Thank you. And your department. Would you like?
Thank you to the board and to the county for recognizing public health. And really want to thank all the staff and all the members of the safety committee, which also includes some members from other HHS branches. It's really a team effort. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
To the chair, if I could just briefly comment as well, and congratulations to the recipients today. Veronica Baumgardner, who was taking the pictures, has really led safety efforts in Sutter County over the past, how long has it been now? 4 years. Okay, 4 years. And ever since she's come on board, we started getting our full money back from Trindell. She works so hard to make sure all departments are in compliance and comes up with innovative ideas and is always helpful. So I just wanted to thank Veronica for that.
Thank you all. All right. Public comment. Members of the public will be allowed to address the board on items of interest to the public that are within the subject matter jurisdiction of the Board of Supervisors. State law provides that no discussion or action may be taken on any item not appearing on the posted agenda. All right. And we're going to go to public comment here. And I have Tony. Would you come on up, and I'm going to let you speak. Oh, let's see here. I'll give you 5 minutes, Tony, that you have. We're going to let him handle all the cards we spoke prior.
Hello, this is Tony Farley from South Yuba-Sutter. Here to say thank you to everybody in this meeting. Thank you to Steve, thank you to Zachary, thank you to Sarah, thank you to Brandon Barnes, thank you to the Ohio guy, Hoorah Marine Corps guy. Thank you to everybody. Thank you for people who actually earned the safety awards. Safety is good. There are times of emergencies. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
All right, next up, Jordan Scotton, sorry, fellow Husky.
First of all, I want to thank each and single one of you that are a part of the officials that help run the community. You guys are spectacular. I just wanted to let everybody know that I've been a part of the situation that was homeless and through drug abuse and mental health, and it has been a long time coming, but I actually started participating in the services given, and they are spectacular. The people and the individuals that are a part of that are very special people. And it took me a long time because I was stubborn and unwilling, but as soon as I started participating and asking and getting the help from the services in which we're given, I've came a long way. And I, in the near future, plan on networking, consulting, and collaborating with all the services to bring the resources to the people and the people to the resources to become the best them they can be. I'm holding an event next month to do that and facilitate that, and I wanted to thank you guys for what you do, and the best thing I could think about coming from the experiences I did is to prevent that and other people from having to go down that path. I look to make people have the potential to do great things from our community, and I believe that our community is small enough to do very phenomenal things, but it's also not too big to manage it to where we have the possibility to make that possible. It's very interactive, and I was blown away that as I got into the community and volunteering that there's so many special people. It is a blessing that all of us are able to do what we do, and it is only through that experience that I believe that there's something special that I could share that, and I plan on documenting progress through people either homeless or mental health and documenting them as they progress in life, whether it be youth getting into colleges and getting education and doing something that the world needs. It's a rough world out there, and I believe that our community is incredibly special, and I believe that there's a lot of love and a lot of hope and a lot of faith to where we could do something incredible. And I just wanted to take the time to thank all you guys for what you do. You guys you don't have to do this. And so you take time out of your lives away from your families to do something for the rest of the families in the community, to do something that a lot of people don't want to do. They don't want to take the time to do it, yet they want to discuss and debate things, but you guys are actually the ones that are taking part and are willing to do that. And so I believe you guys don't get enough credit, and I don't believe you guys get enough recognition for being how important and how awesome you guys are. So I just wanted to come here to thank you and give you guys an idea of what is going on, what I plan to do, and I look forward to working with you guys and working together to make something very, very special come from this. And so I wanted to thank you.
Thank you, Jordan, and we appreciate you. Jordan also served on the Homeless Ad Hoc Committee. Thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to do that as well.
It is incredible. As soon as I started participating and got selected to be a part of the task force, Mr. Smith, he's been very helpful with finding resources and guiding me to the right places so I could continue to volunteer and help out. And Sarah and John were a part of that task force, and they've continued to help me and support me, and teamwork makes the dream work. For too long I was trying to do too much myself, and you can't. It takes a team to make a dream happen. So thank you guys very much.
Well said, well said. Next up is Jacqueline Miller. Yeah, I'm going to have to clap for that.
And Mr. Barnes, he is a phenomenal sheriff. We couldn't ask for one better.
Hi there, my name is Jacqueline Miller. I'm a local Sutter County resident as well as a realtor here with Showcase Real Estate. We were under the impression that we were on the agenda today for our variance filed with the county on our personal residence. But we are not on the agenda. We will be in about 2 weeks. I just wanted to say thank you for your time and everything that you do for our county, and in hopes that you consider our variance to better our older desired neighborhoods and to keep them desirable. Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to come out and address us. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Next up is Liz Cervantes.
Honorable Chair, members of the board, Stephen Smith. My name is Liz Cervantes, District 5, and I'm here to talk about Measure A. I've had a couple of meetings with department heads, especially those at the top of safety, and it's been enlightening and discouraging, frustrating. And I want everyone to know that I am not anti-tax, but I am for smart tax, and Measure A is a stupid tax at a stupid time. Because I think it's a stupid tax at a stupid time, I've done some research. I've teamed up with Howard Jarvis Taxpayers Association, who has been helping us along the way, come up with some receipts, and it appears, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit nervous because these numbers just terrify me. We've been groomed for this tax. So from about 2019, we've paid FM3 about $145,000. BFS Printing, nothing against BFS Printing, but we've sent them a big chunk of change. The glossy that went out a couple of weeks ago, the Lou Edwards Group, for a total of $320,463.58. And I have this for you, Steve. I would like to know who's paying for that. Are we using taxpayer dollars to sell the taxpayers another tax? I want some answers. We could have done this smarter, a citizens initiative. I cannot tell you how many times people have told me, you know, if it was strictly for fire and sheriff, I'd vote for it. We could have done different things. But I'm hoping that the county, when this tax is defeated, because it will be, and apparently we don't have much of a plan. We don't have a plan if it goes through. But I would like this county to do some goodwill cutting, trimming, tightening of the belt. And I can assure you that we have law and fire's back. The citizens do. And we can do a citizens initiative to fix this problem. There's been so many things that have been pointed out, and it's like, why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we doing that? And I'm wondering if you, for Dan being absent today, are aware of some different options. There's a lot of them out there. So please, I don't want you to think that I'm anti-tax. I'm smart tax. And again, I'm just going to say this is a stupid tax. One more thing, because it wouldn't be a board meeting without me. 3 o'clock is the most inconvenient time. I barely got my broomstick parked in the parking lot today before I flew in here. I would just like to point out that your safety meetings have all been at 6 p.m. Yours, you moved up to 5:30. Why are the supervisors' meetings at 3 and your safety meetings are at 6?
Thank you, Liz. All right. Next item up is, well, I don't believe we have any more public comment. All right, we're going to move on to the consent calendar. The
Move
consent,
to approve 1 through 10.
I got to read this first, brother.
Okay.
All right. I don't want to. Is there any other public comment? The consent calendar groups together those items which are considered non-controversial or for which prior policy direction has been given to staff and that require only routine action by the board. The chair will advise the audience that matters may be adopted in total by one motion. However, the board may, at its option or upon request, a member of the public consider any matter separately. So I have a motion by Supervisor Conant.
Second.
Second by Supervisor Baines. Can I get a roll call, please?
Supervisor McKelly?
Aye.
Supervisor Ziegemeyer?
Aye.
Supervisor Baines?
Aye.
Supervisor Conant?
Aye.
Motion passes for the consent. We're going to move on. Okay, we're moving into the Home Support Service Public Authority. We're going to adjourn as the Board of Supervisors, and we're going to reconvene as the In-Home Supportive Service Public Authority Governing Board. First item up, Tanya Beebe.
Excuse me, Chair. Would you like to let the roll call stand for this meeting?
Yes, we'll let the roll call stand. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm here to present to the board, Public Authority Governing Board, the budget for 22-23. We are requesting that the board approve a $947,474 budget. It's approximately $127,000 more than last year. That's due to salary increases, MOU expenses, and our liability insurance. The Public Authority has approximately 1,300 IHSS providers in Sutter County. We serve a little over 1,400 IHSS consumers or recipients for Sutter County. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer for you.
All All right, with that, we're going to check for public comment or any speaker cards. We have one. Was that? No, he spoke on. All right. All right. We have no public comment, no speaker cards. We're going to open up to the public. No public comment. We're going to close it up and bring it back to the board for any discussion, any questions.
You just have to approve item one.
This is for the in-home sport. Yeah.
I'll move to approve.
We have a
Second
second.
the motion.
Okay. We have a motion by Supervisor McKelly, second by Supervisor Baines. Can I get a roll call, please?
Supervisor McKelly?
Aye.
Supervisor Ziegenmeyer?
Yes.
Supervisor Baines?
Aye.
Supervisor Conant?
Aye.
Motion passes. With that, we're going to adjourn.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, the In-Home Sports Service Public Authority, and reconvene as the Board of Supervisors, and roll call still stands. And next up is our awesome sheriff. Sheriff.
Excuse me, Chairman, we actually have item number 12.
Oh, I did not see that. We have Miss Gina Graham. Sorry about that.
Approval to nominate
Number
a
12.
member and an alternate member to the California State Association of Counties Board of Directors for 2022-2023.
Yes.
All right.
Hello, Honorable Chair and Supervisors. The item before you for your consideration is the nomination of a member and an alternate member to the California State Association of Counties Board of Directors for the 2022-23 year. Last year, the board nominated Supervisor Dan Flores to serve as the member and Supervisor Mike Ziegenmeyer to serve as the alternate. So I'm before you today to see if you would like to bring the same nominations forward or different ones.
Through the chair, I'd like to move to keep the same board of directors as Dan Flores as the current board and alternate as Chairman Ziegenmeyer. Second.
All right, so we have a motion by Supervisor Baines, a second by Supervisor Conant, and roll call, please.
Supervisor McKelly?
Aye.
Supervisor Ziegenmeyer?
Yes.
Supervisor Baines?
Aye.
Supervisor Conant?
Aye.
All right.
Yeah, Brandon, sure.
And Brandon, you're up.
Approval of a memorandum of understanding with California Health and Recovery Solutions in an amount not to exceed $999,600 to add and fund one new correctional officer, limited term position to assist and facilitate restoration services within the county jail for a 3-year period beginning October 11th, 2022 through October 10th, 2025, with 2 additional 1-year auto renewals, approval of a memorandum of understanding with the California Department of State Hospitals to share data of incarcerated persons, restoration services with CHRS WellPath, authorization for the Sheriff Coroner to execute the agreements, and approval of an adjustment to the fiscal year 2022 to 23 adopted budget. Increasing appropriations in the amount of $149,940 offset by correlating reimbursement revenue from CHRS WellPath.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair, members of the board. That was all the hard part, so she took care of that for me, so I do appreciate that. I probably owe you Starbucks, so thank you so much. In short, all of the things that were just outlined, I think everybody knows that those incarcerated persons that are determined to be incompetent to stand trial need rehabilitative services, but unfortunately, there's a lack of beds within the state hospital system, and so the Department of State Hospitals has tried several things over the course of the last couple years to bring those numbers down to a manageable level. So one of the things that has been implemented by a change in the Welfare and Institution Code as of July of this year is to allow people from the Department of State Hospitals to physically come to our jails throughout the state and provide on-site rehabilitative and decompensation services. And so we are mandated to do this. And so what they have done is they have partnered with WellPath, which is our medical provider for the jail. And so WellPath will help assist in those services. But to manage that, they need to have a correctional officer assigned to help manage that population within the jail, make sure they're getting to their appointments in a timely manner, help with medication passes, and provide also rehabilitative services. And so to that end, the state has agreed to help fund a correctional officer position. So the way it would work would be WellPath would compensate us monthly for the cost of that correctional officer that would be helping work with this program. And currently we have 9 people within our jail facility that are in that classification of IST. We have another 4 at the state hospital currently that are receiving services. And so that population for us can range anywhere from 2 upwards of 15 at any given time. One of the challenges is even if we have somebody who's at the state hospital and they have to come back for a court hearing, as soon as they leave the state hospital, they immediately fill that beds. And so sometimes they're here at our facility with no bed to return to, which creates a problem as well. So this will help kind of complete some wraparound services and make sure that we're actually working to help them get restored to stand trial. And so that's kind of the purpose behind this. And again, we're mandated to do it, so I would much rather do it on the state's dime than our own. And so that's the reason we're before you today seeking approval.
Thank you very much. And we're going to open it up for public comment. No speaker cards. We're going to close the public comment, bring it back for the board discussion.
Through the chair.
Yes, sir.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion by Supervisor Baines, second by Supervisor McKelly. Can you get a roll call, please?
Supervisor McKelly?
Aye.
Supervisor Ziegenmeyer?
Aye.
Supervisor Baines?
Aye.
Supervisor Conant?
Aye. Motion passes.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to item number 14.
No reports from me today, Honorable Chair. Thank you.
Well, thank you. We'll start out over here to my right.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't have anything this week from the district other than I just want to thank you for sharing the words from the condolences from when I was absent. And unfortunately, because I was out with COVID, I wasn't able to attend the services for Alma Carriel, but she's beloved and will be greatly missed. Thank you.
Thank you. Supervisor Cole?
Just 2 things. We've had 2 community meetings, one in Robbins the week before last on Wednesday evening, and we had a great turnout there of about 45, 50 people. And Nicholas community outreach meeting as well on last Wednesday night. We didn't have as good a turnout there. We had about 15 or 20, but both community-wide events about fire and sheriff deputies, discussions about Measure A and other issues as well, roads and so on and so forth. So good meetings, and we'll probably have some more in the community in the near future.
Through the chair. I'm sorry, I forgot one thing. I apologize. Monday, October 17th, at the Live Oak Middle School, we're going to be having a town hall to discuss Measure A for District 1. So just want to invite everybody who can make it. Thank you.
Supervisor Baines.
Yes, yesterday I attended the Franklin Elementary School I spoke with the civics class for the 7th and 8th graders there. I met with them. Just talked a little bit about what the county supervisors do, and they had a little Q&A session. I'm going back tomorrow to meet with 2 more classes, so that was kind of cool. Last night we had a town hall meeting at the Boyd Hall. I want to thank those that are here in attendance today that were there last night. I want to thank all the department heads. Thank the sheriff, and our fire chief isn't here, but our CAO and everybody there that was able to answer all the questions that the community had. I guess in closing, I'd like to close today's meeting in memory of Eric Pomeroy, previous to serving on Sutter County Board of Supervisors. I served 6 years with the Sutter County Board of Education, and I've, he was a great man. He's really going to be missed. I saw what he did on a day-to-day basis for our kids and for the future of Sutter County. He built that ROP program. We see that culinary trailer and that fabrication trailer that run around town. Those are all because of his efforts and the grants and millions of dollars that he brought into the community. It's unfortunate that he sustained this whole community had that tragic loss on Saturday, but they are having a candlelight vigil this Thursday in his memory to be held at 6:30 at the Gaucher Park. So I would encourage anybody that has time to please come and join there. But again, just a letter to go out to his family to give our sympathy and condolences on his loss.
Yeah, I want to echo what Supervisor Baines had to say, and if he could put Supervisor Flores on that as well, and myself. Eric Pomeroy, wow, taught for over 20 years. Eric was a firm believer, just like myself and all of us up here, that not every kid is built for college. And he, CTE, ROP, and he did whatever he could to get the training, whether it be cooking, welding, woodworking. He was going to do whatever it takes. I really liked Eric because when he succeeded, my personal company succeeded. So did Coe's, OMC's, Nelson's, and everyone else in the restaurants, because he helped develop those skills, hone those skills for those young individuals, and not just kids, but adults as well. You know what? It's a tragic. Life is very short, and like I said, live each day to the fullest. Enjoy your families. And he's definitely going to be missed for a long time. Ended on a positive note here. Sutter's 8-0 now. Overtime win last week against Center High School. It was a pretty amazing game. Kicked a field goal to win it in overtime. So 8-0. We got Jordan Scott here, was a fellow Husky here, and a couple of us up here. But let's have a great rest of the week. Like I said, hopefully no more injuries in any of the sports, and enjoy your families, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. And actually, can I get a roll call, please? Or actually get a motion first.
Move to approve.
Second. Motion by Supervisor Conant, second by Supervisor Baines. Roll call.
Supervisor McKelly?
Aye.
Supervisor Ziegenmeyer?
Yes.
Supervisor Baines?
Aye.
Supervisor Conant?
Aye. All right, motion passes. Meeting adjourned.
Excuse me, Chair.
Well,
we also have a closed session. So, Conference of Legal Counsel, existing litigation, case name Rubel P. Clare v. County of Sutter et al. Case number United States District Court, Eastern District of California, 222 at 00461, pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9, subsection D, subsection 1.
Yuba-Sutter.live's local government live streams are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage in Plumas Lake, where lifelong local residents are helping other residents keep things safe, providing indoor storage units, outdoor RV and vehicle parking, moving supplies, and Penske truck rentals. Details at plumaslakeselfstorage.com.
Skip's Marysville Music Cafe, with lessons in person and personalized. Instruments including guitars and amps, horns, strings for instruments, and a myriad of music and sound equipment. Skip's Marysville Music Cafe.